Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Welkenbach again, and I'm here for probably my final video of the year because I wanted each of you to open a letter that goes along with this video. It's a tradition that I would like to welcome all of you into. When I first started teaching, I started out as a long-term substitute, and I was never quite sure if I was going to return the next year, and so I started this tradition of writing letters to my students at the end of every school year. And then it kind of morphed into something more because I thought that I perhaps had some wisdom that I could impart on all of you. So welcome to my tradition, and I'm hoping that you follow along with me. Normally I would be reading this to you as a class, but unfortunately strange times call for strange measures. So here it goes. I'm going to try to look at the paper as little as possible so you feel like I'm talking to you. So here we go. With the end of the year now upon us, I am proud to welcome you into my tradition, the tradition of writing a letter to my students at the end of every school year. It is a tradition I began years ago when I did not know if I would be returning the following school year. However, it morphed into something more. I would like to believe that my time on this earth has amounted to something, and that I could perhaps impart some wisdom before you run out into your future and into the life for which you have worked so hard. You are about to embark on your junior year of high school. Some would say high school is the best 4 years of your life. I would disagree. But I will say that it is the time to discover who you are and to achieve those hopes and dreams that you can have only while you are young and fearless. Go to the sporting events. Ask that special person to homecoming or the prom, and do so knowing that if all else fails, you are left with a wonderful narrative for later in life. We are at this age for such a modicum of time that to waste it living in fear is truly a waste of all that is great about this life. Don't fear rejection. Embrace it. Learn from it. And most importantly, grow from it. Rejection is part of life. It helps to shape our character, it helps us set higher goals, and it allows us the freedom to try again. There is a discipline for passion. We are not judged by our failures. We are instead judged by the number of times we pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try again. It is not always about winning. It is about being brave and not giving up. If you have a dream, fight for it. Always love. I know it sounds mawkish, but it is sage advice. Love one another, love the planet, and most importantly, love yourselves. Life is too short to waste on such things as hate or indifference or indecision. We must find ways to understand, to cooperate, and to compromise if we are ever to create meaningful change and coexist in peace. Keep in mind that everyone is trying his or her best to get through the day. We need to be mindful and realize that our words and actions do influence others. It is really all about perspective. It is a skill that more people need to learn. Find something about which you are truly passionate and pursue it with everything that you have. It is what will get the blood pumping through your veins and get you out of bed each morning smiling. It may not be easy, and some days it may prove difficult, but that is what makes it rewarding. Remember, nothing worthwhile in life is ever easy. The obstacles and challenges we face are what make us stronger and better people in the end. Learn to compromise. Too often we become wrapped up in our own problems and ideologies to see others' perspectives. In order to achieve goals in life, you must be willing to compromise. We often think that people who are the strongest and worthy of our admiration are those that are inflexible. However, nothing could be further from reality. Truly strong people are strong because they can meet even the toughest of opponents halfway. The last pieces of advice are from my son Harry, as he has taught me a great many things. Take time to notice the little things, like looking up at the moon at night. Play outside every day. Everyone needs the warmth of the sun, and we all know that exercise is great for our physical and mental health. Laugh with friends. Yes, I know it is a cliche, but laughter is the best medicine. Cookies and milk are good for you. Is it me, or does everything seem better after cookies and milk? I believe that all the world's problems could be solved if the leader sat down to a plate of homemade cookies and a tall, cold glass of milk. On a more personal note, I want to take a few moments to thank each of you for the past year. It really has been a pleasure getting to know each one of you. I am one of those rare few individuals who enjoy teaching young people. I enjoyed seeing your faces each day and sharing in your joys and setbacks. While I may never be a millionaire, I am the richest, most fortunate person on earth, as I have had the pleasure to know each one of you. And no amount of money could rival that. I realize that this year did not end the way that we had hoped. However, it made the time that we did share, at least to me, that much more special. This year will always hold a special place in my heart, as you mark the end of an era for me, as the pre-AP program is being discontinued. Finally, as each of you moves through your academic career and through life, I know you will face many challenges and roadblocks, but I encourage each of you to stay strong and believe in yourselves, for each of you have within you an unlimited number of possibilities. You are all amazing people. I encourage each of you to discover that untapped power within you. I will not wish you luck, for I believe luck has very little to do with a person's success in life. I will, however, encourage each of you to listen to your hearts, hold fast to your convictions, and have the courage to follow your dreams. Benjamin Franklin once wrote, "Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing." Make your mark on the world and be prepared for greatness. Sincerely, Lori Welkenbach. Thank you, guys. I have appreciated all of you more than you could ever know, and this year has been very, very special. So thank you, and one last time, this is Mrs. Welkenbach, out.